Hey guys, Ryan here, and today we're bringing you a replay in a brand new premium tank I bought a couple weeks ago, the Ragnorok. The infamous Ragnorok on Lakeville Standard Bottom. So, last year I bought the Minotaur KV5. Don't regret it, it's a KV5, it's great fun. Actually more fun than the Ragnarok, but it's not as good a tank as the Ragnarok. Simple reason being, Ragnarok's a medium tank, and without even going into stats, medium tanks are just better than heavy tanks. Or just faster tanks are better than slower tanks, so let's say, because there's some fast heavies that are still good. KV5 isn't the fastest, this being faster than it, it's just great. I'm doing fixing his Ragnarok, and this is my very first game in this tank. I've got the standard loadout here of AP to APCR, and this everyone seems to carry. This tank, you've probably all seen a lot of it. I know Petty's a huge fan of this thing. It's kind of why I bought it. We have a bit of differing opinions on the Minotaur KV5 and how good it is, so I thought, he thinks the KV5 is bad, but he likes the Ragnarok, I'll buy it, give it a go. And it is really good. Obviously it has the silver boost, 75%. Enough side armor on the hull to side scrape 130mm guns and lower, which is great. But something to bear in mind is if you're going to try and side scrape, the turret is a weak point. But you can't side scrape if you don't show the turret. The only reason I knew it could do that is because I remember playing the tier 7 check tank from the Texture T-34-100, and that thing can side scrape A75, so this thing has the same hull. Now, 3-round autoloader, 320 alpha per shot, 2 second clip, so 960 clip potential. It's really good and actually makes getting damage fairly simple. When you consider 960 clip potential, just think 1 clip, 2 clip, 3 clip, 4. If you just get the clips out, you're going to get the damage. That's how autoloaders just kind of work, and it's why they're so good at getting damage. Gun handling can be a little bit derpy. Small balancing factor, I suppose. And it's a nice looking tank. So, to include, I'm really glad I was able to pick this up, and I knew they'd be re-releasing it in November, because Black Friday is in November, and last year they released the Crimson tanks during November, so that's really when I knew it was coming, so I've been saving up for this tank for a while. Now you see I'm playing rather passive at the moment, but if you look at the town, what teammates we've got here, I missed the final 2 shots. We don't have too many people here, so I was playing a bit more, you know, careful. Now I've got an alright, like a pretty decent crew on this, because I'm using my TVP T50-51 crew, so that's something else to note. I do have an alright crew. I'm loading APCR here, by the way, because I saw that defender. And general rule, if you're on a tier 8 tank, don't fuck with a defender, is a general rule. I don't actually think it's even that good a tank, because the gun is that bad, but the armor, there's no denying, is pretty troll. It was actually sideways on to me, which makes this defender not as much of a threat to deal with. So, that dealt with. I've actually forgotten I've got the APCR loaded, so I'm reloading the clip even though I do not need it. But, good news is, even if I do actually fire a clip, the silver earning on this tank means it's not that big a deal. And the other reason I got this tank is, the KV5 is fun, but in World of Tanks, where given recent map rotations over the past months, it's a lot of open maps, like big open maps with artillery. By the way, got the Tiger Shark in the middle of the map, tracked him, so sucks to be him. What I was going to say was the big open maps and artillery in World of Tanks means that the KV5, as fun as it is to go around and mean people and like ram them and everything, just isn't that viable for getting the good games, result wise, which means less silver. So I thought, if I get a medium tank, it'll be a lot better for making silver, and as such, I had, by the time I bought this, about 355 times 2 silver boost, because I decided I would never use them on anything other than my KV5, and then I stopped using them on the KV5, because I want to make decent, well I want to make decent silver, but like, you know, I kept getting artilleried. So I thought, I'll wait until I get a medium tank, like the Ragnarok, and I'll use the boost on that. So, I came around this corner to go for the Ragnorok on the enemy team, but he'd actually ran away, and there was a Jagdtag around here that I wasn't expecting to be here, and straight away, I know from the movement of that Ragnarok that he's a good player. Now, I'm driving in front of a Jagdtiger here, trying to use him as cover from the enemies. Gonna cross in front of the gun of a Jagdtiger, which is very dangerous indeed. And he can't one-shot me, by the way, so it's a good thing he's ignoring me. Get the tracking shot. Now, here's the thing. That Ragnorok player is a really good player. I'm going to try and reverse side scrape. But, as I said before, the only thing that can bounce on this tank is the hull. The turret, not as strong. Now, the guy behind me just died, so I'm going to get a shot into the TD that killed him. And now I'm reloading, I'm going to run. The Ragnarok you see moving on his way over. My plan is to run to that friendly TD, basically. Because this is still a fairly close game, and with that Ragnarok player being 1 in a Ragnarok and 2 a good player, he could still win this. So, I'm a one-shot. Going for a bit of relocation. I start heading back to our light tank. Was going in, but he got picked up. And now, patience. We're going to notice the TD I went to go run back to is AFK right now, I think. He might not even be AFK actually, now I think about it. He might have actually been playing, I'm not too sure. No real idea, but basically, I'm looking at him out thinking what to do. Now, if that TD came over here with me, we could push in. Because right now, I've got to just kind of hope our team can win the Valley, and thankfully, it seems at the moment that they are. But that's going to take a while now. I'm moving up simply because I'm thinking the Ragnarok may try and go back to shoot at the team near his base. Because you see, one of our medium tanks is near their cap circle, who came down the centre of the map. So I'm in a position, waiting, fully loaded, mind you. And earlier you saw me get penned through the turret while trying to side scrape. Well, reverse side scrape. The way you can get around that is if you do normal side scrape, but you can keep your turret hidden around the corner while just showing your side. Now, I'm going to try and hit the T-34-3 black. Or well, I was going to, but he's actually hull down. What? Only 2 enemy tanks left. I'm waiting, but the Ragnarok shows up. Fire shot miss, and now angling my tank. And I do bounce. And now we're both one-shots. Gonna do normal side scraping now. And you see I'm just doing little micro movements left and right. Now I'm gonna angle between this rock, and hopefully I can proxy him if he comes to the left or the right, and that should be a good shot. Now watch what he does here. He baits the shit out of me. His tank stopped so quickly from what looked like a pretty high speed. I didn't think he'd be able to stop that quick. So he's done me there. Now, unfortunately for him, he's on low health now, and he's reloading. After using 2 of his rounds on me. So, T-49 rushing in, he's got the derp gun as well, by the looks of things. Which I can respect. And hits him on the move. So, nothing spectacular this game, but just thought I'd show you my first game in a brand new premium tank. Because it was my first game, I actually forgot to put a silver boost on. I was just excited to take the tank out. But even without a silver boost, 145k profit basically, 3800 damage, a little bit of assistance, 2 kills, top on the team on XP. And the enemy Ragnarok, I did the most damage on both teams. So, well, Conqueror followed by Ragnaroks. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I'll see you all in the next one.